I think for a lot of people, especially when they're house training their dog or their puppy, obviously, especially when they're house training their puppy, you know, messes will occur, right? And so for some people, um, you know, positively training something that they want to eliminate kind of like frazzles their mind, right? So let's say a dog just peed or pooed. So how do I then teach my puppy that I don't want you to do that when it's already been done? And so one myth is that, okay, well, here's something I'm going to do. I'm going to maybe lovingly put their nose in the pee or poo to let them know, hey, don't do that here. And hopefully that bad experience will maybe make them reconsider. I put myself in my case, in that case too. If someone did that to me, I might theoretically just think twice about doing that again. So let's put that out there. Why doesn't that work? What is the mechanism, or what is the assumption that is wrong here? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it's a big one. Go ahead, Tanya.
No, I was just kind of reflecting back and just thinking, I grew up in Bulgaria and I had my childhood dog, and this misinformation, this like such bad advice had permeated, I feel like, on a world level, because I don't know who told me, but me in Bulgaria as a kid with my puppy, I definitely did it.
This specific piece of advice.
Yeah, just the rubbing their nose. And now that I'm thinking about it, I just feel so guilty about doing that. And I definitely have no memories of that actually like helping or stopping the behavior. But yeah, it's just sometimes those feelings of guilt can be so uncomfortable. Anyhow, do you want to go back?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all now that we're more educated look back on some of the things we did and I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I had known more. But, again, we're all just operating with the information that we have. Yeah. What I think is crazy is that a lot of people have this kind of disconnect between how dogs are able to perceive what we think is right and wrong. And so if we're thinking about, especially with a house breaking incident, 9 times out of 10, when people are using that type of procedure to tell a dog that they're wrong, it hasn't happened in that moment. They come upon an accident, and who knows when the dog had the accident, and then they bring the puppy over and, do something like that to tell the puppy they're wrong. But the time in between the accident that happened and you showing your puppy that they're wrong by pushing their face into the pee, there's going to be so many other behaviors that have happened, events that have happened, that at the point that you are punishing your puppy for the accident, they have no clue what you're punishing them about anymore.
Yeah.
And even in the case of if you catch your puppy in the moment, because sometimes this does happen. You're house training your puppy, they are roaming around, you catch them squatting and you go, no, puppy. And you maybe clap your hands or scream at them. It startles them and they think that they've done something wrong, or maybe who knows if they think they've done something wrong. All they know is that you are doing something very scary, right? And so usually their response to that is to immediately stop going to the bathroom and to run away from you, or maybe they'll cower. But what I'm more concerned about is the long-term effect of doing that, especially when it comes to house training, right? So most people do know at this point that if you punish your puppy in the moment when they're having an accident in the house, that can lead to your puppy trying to hide from you when they're going to the bathroom. So I often say this to clients: what would you rather? A puppy that has an accident on the hardwood floor that is easy to clean up, or a puppy that is continually, running underneath your bed into your carpeted bedroom and having accidents in there, and you now have to rip up the carpet? Something else I also think about in that situation is, for so many people who live in apartment buildings, it's really tough to housebreak your puppy. I get it. I'm here for you. I understand that that is way more challenging than housebreaking a puppy when you have a yard. But if we freak out the moment that our puppy goes to squat and we scoop them up, we can also start building handling sensitivities, right? Because the puppy is being really rocketed off the ground, picked up very quickly, and that can be really scary. Your puppy and then your dog is going to be handled their entire life by you, by vets, by groomers. You don't want to start building negative associations with your hands reaching towards them at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were all such good points. And one thing that I have to say that really have remembered as I've been learning about training was a saying from Dr. Ian Dunbar, because some of the outdated advice may say roll up a paper and whatever, hit them with it. And then Dr. Ian Dunbar said, if you see your puppy having an accident, roll the paper and hit yourself in the head because you didn't, commit to the puppy's potty training schedule, and it's your mistake that the puppy is having an accident. And I think that's such a easy way to just start to create this shift, because they're a baby. It's, babies don't have control over their bladders. It's our responsibility to set them up for success, and also to just learn from mistakes. Like, I always, when I go in, try to tell my clients, hey, mindset, the puppy is going to have accidents. They're going to happen. It's just, that's the reality. You've got a puppy. This is going to happen. Just like your puppy is very likely to start jumping up on you and others as they keep growing as well. So I find that if the people already have these types of expectations that things are going to happen, and just kind of starting to discuss, okay, well, how do we react when this happens? It's very productive way of starting to shift their mind into how they even look at their puppy as well.